You are in a grocery store, a waiting room, a coffee shop. A baby across the room locks eyes with you. And then they just stare, unblinking, completely serious. No smile, no look away, just pure, focused, unwavering attention directed straight at your face. You look away first. The baby does not. What is happening inside that tiny brain? The answer is one of the most extraordinary things developmental science has ever uncovered about human beings. A baby is born into a world it knows nothing about. No language, no context, no prior experience. And yet within hours of birth, it already has one overwhelming priority: learn every human face it can. This is not accidental. The human brain has an entire dedicated region, the fusiform face area, that processes faces and almost nothing else. And in newborns, this region is already active, already hungry, already working. Faces are the most important data a baby will ever collect. They communicate safety, they communicate emotion, they communicate whether a person is familiar or unknown, threatening or kind. Every face a baby studies is a piece of information being filed into a rapidly building internal map of the social world. So when a baby stares at a stranger, they are not being rude. They are doing science. Here is what is actually happening behind those wide, locked-in eyes. Babies are running what researchers call statistical learning, a process of absorbing patterns without being taught them. Every face they encounter gets broken down unconsciously. The spacing between the eyes, the shape of the nose, the movement of the mouth, the micro expressions that flicker across a face before a person even knows they are feeling something. Newborns can distinguish their mother's face from a stranger's within hours. By 3 months, they can tell the difference between human faces and monkey faces, a distinction adults actually lose. By 6 months, they have built such a detailed internal model of the faces they know that they can detect the tiniest deviation from familiar. The stare is data collection. It is intensive, deliberate, and almost compulsive, because the brain knows that every second of FaceTime is a second of learning it cannot get back. But why strangers, specifically? Why does a baby stare longer at a new face than a familiar one? Because a familiar face is already indexed. The brain has a model of it. There's nothing new to extract. A stranger's face, on the other hand, is an unsolved problem, and the infant brain is wired to be almost unable to look away from an unsolved problem. This is the same mechanism that makes babies stare at high contrast patterns, at movement, at anything that does not yet have a category in their internal world. Novelty is not distraction. Novelty is instruction. There is also something else happening in that stare that is even more remarkable. Babies are not just cataloging features. They are reading emotional states. Research shows that by 5 months, babies can distinguish happy from fearful expressions, and they will look to a caregiver's face to decide how to feel about a stranger. If the caregiver looks calm, the baby relaxes. If the caregiver looks worried, the baby pulls back. That long, serious stare is not just observation. It is social navigation, being built in real time. We spend so much of adult life trying to understand other people, reading rooms, picking up on unspoken signals, sensing whether someone can be trusted before they have said a word. Every single one of those abilities was built in the first months of life, forged through thousands of moments of staring at faces, at parents, at siblings, at strangers in grocery stores and waiting rooms and coffee shops. So the next time a baby locks eyes with you across a room and holds that gaze longer than any adult would dare, know that you are not just being stared at. You are being studied. You are contributing to the construction of a human mind. And somewhere in a small brain on the other side of that stare, a new file has just been opened, with your face in it.